Barnett Automotive family has been satisfying customers since 1939. Looking for a new car or truck? The sales staff of Russell Barnett Ford invites you to come see their large selection of new trucks, vans, and cars, plus the largest inventory of used vehicles in the area. Check out the new F-150, America's best-selling pickup truck for 39 years in a row. Why choose Russell Barnett Ford? Barnett Ford has the right ride for everyone. We make financing easy. Qualified technicians are on staff to provide exceptional service in a timely manner, and experienced service desk makes the transition stress-free. Russell Barnett Ford of Winchester has something for everyone. Save gas, save time, save money, Save a Lot. The name says it all. Locally owned and operated, Save a Lot of Tracy City promotes shopping locally on the mountain. Come check out the clean, organized store where hometown folks like you save with weekly specials from the Weekly Shopper. Experienced employees choose our products very carefully and keep a large selection of fresh produce and fruit stocked, offering you the best deals for the best possible quality. With a primetime butcher on staff, expect fresh meat cut and packaged on location, or request your favorite cuts while shopping name brands and Save a Lot brands in our frozen food sections, and fresh milk and dairy products always up to date. Friendly, helpful faces are on staff for any requests and questions you may have. Open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Stay on the mountain. Shop at your locally owned Save a Lot. The name says it all.
Hello, I'm Dr. Mircea Basaraba.
And I'm Mara Hutchings, nurse practitioner. Welcome to Southern Tennessee Cardiology. Here at Southern Tennessee Cardiology, we offer a variety of testing done right here in our office. Along with our highly trained and skilled staff, we have the latest technology for cardiac stress testing, high-tech ultrasound, and cardiac monitoring. Whether you are experiencing chest pain, palpitations, or need clearance for surgery, Southern Tennessee Cardiology is here for your cardiac needs.
Morning! Happy Monday! Holy wow! What a fantastic weekend it was. Oh my goodness. And we got some stuff coming up. I mean, Easter's around the corner. Both of the egg hunts Saturday got pushed over to next Saturday. So hopefully it's going to be a beautiful day. So that's Tracy and Monteagle. 11 o'clock, so we're back on that. But this weekend, I just got to talk about it real quick because it was just really neat. I had a really interesting incident. Remember we were talking about like with Nadine? I mean, Nadine just gets blessed. God just carries her along life and takes care of her. And I used to think that's unique with, a unique experience. But on Friday, for whatever reason, I was running late to the Coffee County Republican meeting or soiree, Reagan Day dinner, that's what it was. And I get a call, and I rarely answer my phone, but I see it's Amanda Angel. Our girl Amanda, she's been on the show several times talking about healthy, living and eating and habits, and she's just a great human being. One of my favorites. And so I get a call from her. I'm like, I'm going to answer that. Bless her heart. She left her purse at the house. She was stopping for gas. She was heading to Nashville for that fabulous Grant Ross. But she was out of gas in Monteagle at the MAPCO, and she called and just says help because they wouldn't take her credit. She has her debit card on her phone, so I'm like, yeah, I'll be right there. And so, boom, 2 minutes later, because I am right around the block, basically, I put my credit card in there, and I'm like, you're safe and sound. Give her a big hug. I said, do you need any money? I mean, it was just, she, by the grace of God, I mean, that could have been, it could have ended up really bad, and he took care of her. So that was my start of the weekend of just. Then I go to the Coffee County Republican, the Reagan Day dinner. We all do Reagan Day dinners, or most of us do. Some of them do Lincoln. But it was in a beautiful new event venue that I've never been to. It's called the Atlantic, and it's right there down the street from Daddy Billy's on Atlantic. That's what I guess that's called. The little Sundrop Cafe is there. Anyway, beautiful event venue. It is just so situated. And I got to sit at the best table ever. Sally was the birthday girl, and she headed it up. Remember Sally? She won. Another blessed girl won that big basket that we had, I think, during Christmas, and one call in that month period. I mean, Sally's lucky too. So anyway, so she was the hostess with the mostest on this. It was good 130 people there. Just great. Cool people. So got to sit next to Scott Golden, the Tennessee Republican Party chair, got to talk about the convention and how exciting. And then Daniel Berry was there at the table, and John, I cannot pronounce his last name, them, and Donna Tony. It was just a really cool table. So great conversations. Then you get to the speeches. For a dork like me, who loves politics, the speeches were, oh my goodness. So it kicked off. I think John Rose was there. He's the congressman, used to be for Coffee County, but not anymore. John Rose spoke. You had, of course, Scott Golden speak. You had Greg Samlin always does a wonderful job of laying out, who we are and where we're going. He's the chairman. He's been here before. We had Marsha Blackburn that was there via fancy computer stuff, and she gave a great message. Lots of just fired up stuff. The keynote was Congressman Desjardins. We heard from Judd Matheny, who's the Coffee County mayor, used to be a state rep for 16 years. I think it was 16 years. Got to hear the state of Coffee County and how well is everybody's working together. Got to talk to Lynn Seaburn, who is part of all that process. He's a county commissioner down he's from Tullahoma, and there's a mayor's race going on in Tullahoma. So it was just a fun flipping evening. Had Frances Arthur, remember she's been on the show, one of the Teen Eagle, was there, which is so wonderful to see young people getting involved in this, political arena. Van Hillary, you guys remember Van Hillary? He was with the Contract of America. You remember Van Hillary? I think he represented us. I think he did way back when. This was during the Newt Gingrich years, and Van, everyone signed the pack of term limits, was one of the, Contract with America components. Van followed through and did that, and no one else did. So, but now he is chief of staff of John Rose, so we still get to have his. He's just a solid guy. So I got to see him. I don't know. It's like going to church. I know it may be blasphemy, and I'm going to apologize up there, but these are all, everyone in that room feels very strongly about this country. Lots of red-blooded Americans there. And I'm not saying no one else is not red-blooded, but it's just good to get in a room like when you're going in church and you feel the energy of what you're doing. And so that was Friday night. So then Saturday we had the Republican meeting. We had the Grady County Republican meeting, always the fourth Saturday at 10 a.m. at the courthouse, rain or shine, no matter what, because that is the job. You have to go every month during election year. So we're doing our job. Who was there? It was really cool. I had public defender Ted Engel. I could listen to Ted forever. I mean, we were talking about so many legal issues and things. We sit around in a circle and talk politics. That's what we do. Shirley Pond was there, and she was talking about things with Congressman Desjardins. Congressman Desjardins, some of these speeches, like the one because he's now pragmatic, right? He votes correctly. But he's very pragmatic these days. And after his speech, the keynote speech, I wanted to go home and build a bomb shelter. That's how intense it's getting up there. And he's on the Armed Forces Committee and gets briefings once a month for the past 3 years. And so he was, there's some grave concerns going on. And so that's what Ted was reflecting on. Is, there's a lot more than the border. We think about the border crisis as just the major thing. And I did have a chance to talk to Congressman Desjardins about that a little bit via text. But it's sleeper cells, definite possibility there. But the China thing, they're going to invade Taiwan. Then what that kind of stumbles that. The ISIS attack over in Moscow. What is with that? And then I find out that it's all about like that fighting is the dome in Jerusalem is one of the greatest holy sites in Islam, and it's in Jerusalem. And so what brought this about, according to sources, I think it was CBS News, was Texas red heifers that were exported to Jerusalem to be burned, to be a burnt offering, like as we know, to facing the place where the third temple will be, and the third temple would be where the dome is. So, according to sources, what set off the October 7th Palestine attack on Israel, supposedly, is the red heifers, and they couldn't export them as domestic because Israel has that they have rules, and like we should, and so they had to export them to Israel as pets. 3 red perfect heifers. So anyway, so we got to talk about that. So Ted has agreed to talk about the border crisis because he can talk about anything. So he'll be on. And then we had a couple new folks that just got here and just kind of want to know the lay of the land. That was a wonderful conversation because it's important. So that was a great week. Oh, and then Sunday, got to go to the caverns for the PBS taping. I'm telling you, I got to go behind into the truck, the setup with all the TVs and all the controls and all the, behind the scenes. It was a work of art. It was a work of art. So was able to just go see how it's all set up. And the first show, I only stayed like 45 minutes, but got to see our friends. We had some seat fillers there. It just was a great thing. And I'm telling you, I know Austin City Limits is the granddaddy of all music shows. Ours is different. This Cavern Sessions is just a different flow and vibe. I mean, they had it pre-mapped out, and it just flowed. With some productions, you got to stop and you got to start and you stop and start, and it's a TV production, and it ruins the flow of music. It just totally does. So with them, they don't do that. They just do it like a show, and they are ready for it at different things. And the first act had these horns that were to die for. I mean, it just was a great show. So that was cool. Today is the Colmont Community Conversations. There's a big hoopla over the Mountain Goat Trail going through Colmont, Tracy to Colmont to Grutley to Palmer. I mean, it's a done deal. It's paid for, but these community conversations really have nothing to do with it. We've talked about that. I'm not going to go over it. But my only request is that the people that are fired up about it, who are in Grutley, I know there's some discussion that they're going to go to the Colmont conversation to voice their opinion. And their opinion has been registered. I mean, it really has. It's not about going from meeting to voice your displeasure. You please allow the Colmont people to have their say in their community. That's the only thing I ask, is that don't hijack their community conversation because you're mad about it in Grutley Lager. In fact, Grutley Lager, you should probably have Nate or Patrick come to a city meeting or come to a meeting and talk about it, right? That's don't hijack someone else's community for your, for your issues. Go have your own, have a city meeting and have Patrick or Nate from the Mountain Goat Trail come and talk. Listen, I mean, it's really that easy. So that's my hey. And everybody in Colmont, please go. What do you want for the future? What do you want? What are some of the things that you would love to do? I saw Deborah on Friday, and she's like, I want to reopen the Colmont school. And I said, well, okay, but what else can we do? And so then she got to thinking, a private school or, something. They've got to decide what to do for their future. Colmont needs those to talk about those things and plan big. So let's let Colmont folks decide what they want and try not to bring, it's welcome to everyone, by the way. Everyone can go to these meetings. You should register if you want to get fed. They feed you. It starts at 5:30 at Colmont Community Center. So that's really what that is. If you haven't registered yet, go to southcumberlandcommunityfund.org. It'll pop up and then just register. The first 20 people will get, the first 20 Colmont residents will get a $10 Dollar General card, and who can't use a Dollar General card? All right, so that's that. Kayleen, another thing happening tonight. I've got to go film the Monteagle Council meeting, so that means that next weekend is when we'll be playing that meeting. But Hank's Corner is doing the Women's Spring Bazaar. And I want to say it's like 5 to 9, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to go over there after the meeting, but there's like over 7 vendors, or is it 10 vendors, women-owned small businesses there, and they're also going to do a wine tasting for $5 per person. So, neat night tonight. Hopefully the weather holds out. It is really, really windy right now. I can't keep the cover on my Miata. That's how windy it is. All right. There is a big soiree, April 27th. Grundy County Rotary is doing it. It's going to be at the Big Red Barn, $35 per person. This is pretty embarrassing. What was that for? All right. I think it's Mountaintop. All right. We'll find out about that. The eclipse is coming on April the 8th. And Beersheba Springs, they're looking for everyone in Beersheba that has served our country to provide a 8x10 picture framed, black preferably, with the person's name, rank, branch, and years served. And then also, if you know of anybody that has served our country, signing on the dotted line, killed in service. And she said there was 3, but there could be more out there. So if there's any Beersheba family out there who know that their kinfolk died in the line of duty for our country, let Vicki Fincher know. 259-7727. Fishing rodeos, June 8th. There's some more. I'm going to probably look at everything. This weekend, this Saturday, is the Mountain Goat Trail Run. It's Saturday. You can go to mountaingoattrail.org to sign up /race. And it's a walk, it's a run, and it's a really run. That's the way I look at it. But it's going to stay in Monteagle and Suwannee on that segment until they get everything worked out with the exit 134, which is going to be fun. So that's that. What else is going on this weekend? Zipline? Does Zipline open this weekend? Well, anyway. All right, that's it. Let's talk about birthdays really quick. And then we're going to go to the prayer list. Got an update on Miss Ophelia, but we'll go there. All right, today, more of that Sanders bunch. We have Alexis Sanders and Happy Copeland, Teresa Copeland. Happy birthday in Tracy City. That's wonderful. Happy anniversary to my girl Maria and Brian. They were some seat fillers, and she was looking mighty fine. It was their anniversary. I did see one on here this morning. Hold on. Birthdays. Charles Fultz Jr., probably some of my kinfolk. Michelle Rogers. Maxine Wade was on here. My Maxine, she is passed. She would have been 88. She was saucy. Theron Gross. Happy birthday to Theron. We're the same age. Happy birthday, Theron. And then one of my favorite politicians, I don't know if you call public servants, politicians, I don't know, is Joe Carr. Got to know Joe through the many years. He was a state rep that legalized moonshine. He got it through, and that's why we have what we have today in Gatlinburg, etc. So happy birthday to Joe Carr. He is currently the Rutherford County mayor. So he's Michael Brady's counterpart in the big city of Rutherford, or the big town, whatever, county of Rutherford County. All right, let's go to the prayer list. I also saw Kettner's Mill is being sold. Did you hear that? You're selling the mill. It's going out of the McDonald's family. That's kind of a sad passing. Let's wrap our arms in prayer around James Copeland, Rose Orange, Edith Nunley, Herschel and Brenda Parson, Connie Ray and Audra Cox, Beatrice Sanders, Frank and Dean Brawley, Chloe King, Alice Sweeten, Doris Patrick, all of our children. They're on spring break. Let's just wrap our arms around them. All the teachers on spring break, all the teachers. Israel, Border Patrol, National Guard, little Kinsley, Jean Campbell, all the Unspoken, Ronnie Sism, Adam and Jeff Meeks and their mama Alice, Baloney Crabtree, Benny Carrick, all the Garner girls, Priscilla. We're praying that her test results come back to where she can have surgery for that awful cancer, and all the family that loves her, because they worry about Priscilla. Let's pray for Catherine Hobbs, Carl Hobbs, Sheila Johnson, Lynn Williams, Will Lean. Someone give me an update on that. Janelle Taylor. Someone give me an update on that. Mindy Clay's family, Bill Baird family, Lisa Prater family, Skid Row Meeks family. I have got Miss Dola, just a prayer on her for strength. Miss Ophelia had a stroke. She is in rehabilitation. I think it's Siskin. Brenda has posted an update, and I'm pretty sure I posted that in the Morning on the Mountain. So they're trying to get her strength back, so that she can live a more productive life. So that's what they're going to work on. And so let's continue to have prayers for Miss Ophelia. She's a fighter. I think that's it. All right. We're going to go on a quick break, and then we're going to come on back. This is where we give away Fridays, our giveaway, normal giveaway. $100, 425s. We also have 3 baskets, not 2 like I previously thought. 3 baskets, 3 Easter baskets from Appalachian Women's Guild. So super cool. That's what we'll be giving away on Friday. As we all know from the Sally thing, it just takes one time to win. So if you're new, or I know there's a lot of people out there that watch because you've told me, call in, man. Call in. It's not that hard. So that's it. I don't know why I'm touching my phone. We're going to go on a quick break. As always, thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain. I'll see you in a minute.
The USA has been the #1 country in the world since 1776. Keep America #1. Drive a USA manufactured Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram today. From Russell Barnett's lot to your driveway. 2756 Deckard Boulevard, Winchester, Tennessee. Barnett's local sales department is top notch and consistently ranks at the top of the business center month after month. Barnett Family Specialty is true customer service and making you feel at home. Russell Barnett, the heavy truck hub of the Southeast, stocks Ram 1500, 2500, 3500, plus heavy-duty 3500, 4500, and the Ram 5500 chassis cab. No matter how big the job, a vehicle that can carry the heavy load. Barnett offers financing services so you can get into the new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, or used car you want without a problem. Here you'll find a staff of highly qualified technicians with the knowledge to properly diagnose and repair your truck, car, SUV, or minivan. Stop by the showroom today or call 931-967-9000.
Daily, we are given the opportunity to live out and display the salvation which comes through faith in the gospel of Christ. Through Christ, those who love God become a new creation, and that new creation is supposed to stand out and be different from the world. Jesus shows us how these new creation people are to be in Matthew 5-7. I would like to look at Matthew chapter 5, verses 43 through 47 with you today. You have heard that it was said, you shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I say to you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you, so that you may be sons of your Father who is in heaven. For he makes his sun rise on the evil and the good, and sends rain on the just and the unjust. For if you love those who love you, what reward do you have? Do not even the tax collectors do the same? And if you greet only your brothers, what more are you doing than others? Do not even the Gentiles do the same? Over the past month, the world has seen a great evil on display with the Israel and Hamas conflict. And that conflict has divided so many people. And I'm not here to judge your thoughts about it. What I will do is encourage you to be like and to imitate Jesus, regardless of who you think is in the right or who you think is in the wrong. Are you praying for the ones who you're against? Are you praying for your enemy? Because that's the way of Jesus. Just something for you to consider. I'm J.D. Cantrell with the Monte Eagle Church of Christ, and I'm just someone who's trying to follow Jesus and trust in Him. May you be blessed.
Tracy Clinic, located at 740 Main Street in Tracy City, specializes in family medicine. Nurse practitioner Devin Land Lampley is now seeing patients. Call today for an appointment at 592-4242. Open 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Thursday. That's the Tracy Clinic, 592-4242.
Sequatchie Valley Electric Cooperative is here to serve you in your business or in your home. Pay your electric bill in the comfort of your own home with SVEC's new online billing service. Wouldn't it be nice to know in advance how much to budget for your electric bill each month? Visit us at one of our convenient offices or go online to www.svalleyec.com. Sequatchie Valley Electric, providing electrical service to over 33,000 homes and businesses in all or portions of Bledsoe, Grundy, Marion, Sequatchie, Coffee, Hamilton, Ray, and Van Buren counties in Tennessee. SVEC, staying up with today and working for tomorrow.
A couple things I forgot to mention. Farm Bureau Gives Back program. So our Farm Bureau and young farmers and ranchers are doing. Who are they doing? Grundy County Food Bank is their give back charity of choice, which is a great cause. You can donate money, you can donate food, and you can donate time. Get in touch with Grundy County TNFoodbank.org or call them at 692-2000 or email them. But anyway, the Farm Bureau, they asked that everybody, if you're a farmer, small farmer, garden farmer, that if you choose to give back, that they would love to have it go to the Grundy County Food Bank. And it goes until the 27th, I believe. All right, that was that thing. And then real quick, I forgot about Saturday night, went down to Boots and Brews, where Roger owns now. It's Up in Smoke. Keela Johnson and her husband were there singing. They were at Grundy's Got Talent. It works at Mary's Bank. Keela works at Mary's Bank, right? Is that what that's what Mary said to me. I mean, it's so weird, whatever that word is, but beautiful voice, had a great time, great food. Eric actually liked it. So, not that I try to send anybody off the mountain to visit other places, because I rarely do, but they're good. I mean, it's some good food. I think they're open Thursday through Sunday, so it could be a good brunch time. All right, here we go. Morning.
Good morning. I'm going to let you say good morning,
okay.
because he's in therapy right now.
Okay.
Good morning.
Hey, good. You're doing it.
Yeah, well, he's doing it right now. We had to come a little early this morning.
Sure. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll let you go. Anything I need to know?
That was the only opening we had, so.
Yeah. No, I get it. Hey, get in.
Yeah. So I ain't coming no later. I'm coming early.
Yeah.
Early bird. So.
Yeah. I mean, you're up at way before the crack of dawn.
Yeah. Well, I was probably up at something. I was up at 3:30 this morning.
Holy cow.
I know. I couldn't sleep. Couldn't sleep the night. I'm like, I said, I do that again last night. I said, I'm getting up. So
Yeah.
I did, and I thought, well, I'll sleep better tonight. Last night, I thought I'd sleep better. Well, no, I didn't.
That's crazy.
Because I finished that fence up, spraying that fence.
Right.
Got all that done. Then that started at 10 o'clock. By about 5 hours to finish that up. So,
Dang. Wow.
yeah, I started cooking. We cooked on the grill yesterday.
Okay. So did we.
Time I done all that, then time to sit down.
I would have sat in the recliner and gone to sleep at that point.
Well, I was afraid if I sat down, when I got back up, I would be hurting and I couldn't walk. So
Yeah, you had to keep on. All right, on. I bet you're sore today.
no, I'm not real bad.
That's great.
I know I'm not real bad. Because I thought, well, I'm not hurting real bad. I'm not even going to take them. So I didn't take them yet. So maybe I'm going good.
Well, usually, yeah. It seems like your body is getting used to this, all this.
Oh, I hope it's going for the better. I know that.
Well, that's a story, and we're sticking to it.
Right.
Because I would have thought you would have been really hurting.
Oh, me too. I thought, well, I get this done, and I won't be able to walk because.
Yeah, that's just how it goes. Well, good for you. Look at you, you little spring chicken.
I'm doing really good.
And then you got Junior, becoming a bionic man over there with his shoulder. It'll be a brand new day.
Yeah.
I told Eric, I said, well, I'm going to retire at some point in my life, and I would just want to travel. So you better start getting healthier.
Yeah, that's right.
Because I can go by myself.
That's like I told Junior. I said, I don't need no man. I can do it by myself.
Yeah, but I prefer not to. So can you just please be healthier?
That's right.
I mean, come on. We're doing our best.
Yeah, I want to go to the Cumberland Gap, too, this year.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Taylor and Kevin are going to come watch the house and the dogs one weekend to give us a time to get away. And I don't know where I'm going to go with that.
Well,
I know. I'm so excited. I love having her close to home.
right,
And it's a vacation for them because, they're not at their house.
right.
So, win-win.
Probably take a trip up there.
Yeah, that's it. That's pretty easy.
Leave early enough so you can just go and spend the whole day there.
Yeah.
Do the tour, stay all night, and come home. I think that's the way I'm planning.
Yeah, no, that's smart. Yeah, because I can't be gone that long, but
Right.
an easy peasy. I love driving. That getting there is half the fun. I like to see new stuff. I like to take new trails.
Yeah.
A different way.
That Cumberland Gap, it connects to 3 states: Tennessee, Virginia, and Kentucky.
Yeah, that is super cool. Well, now you got me something to think about.
You can look that up too.
Because I love. All right, so we always went to Cherokee, North Carolina, and when I was growing up, for whatever reason, they always took me to. And I have very fond memories of the shops and things in there, and I'm sure they're not the same, but I love the Indian, Native American stuff.
Right.
So I'll have to go through that way, too. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. What are you guys getting into today, besides what you're doing?
I don't think we're doing nothing today. We're probably just going home and figure out what I'm going to cook today.
That sounds great.
And hamburgers and those brought
just
yesterday, and pork and beans or bush.
Oh, I like them bush beans, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we had yesterday.
Well, hey, if you guys ever go, like I said, I'm not telling anyone to go off the mountain, but Roger's son is a chef I can call him a chef. I guess he's a chef. But the food down at Boots and Brews or Up and Smoke in Cowan is delicious. So, and it's over by that cool Mexican restaurant that I like too.
Oh, okay.
On that Railroad Avenue area.
Oh, yeah.
It's just old, like 1890s.
Right, I've been to that Mexican one.
I love that one.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm not telling her. But I feel like they're, the Roger's our kinfolk basically. So I can support Roger and Harley Cross is got that ice cream shop right next door.
Oh yeah.
And she's going to open her second one at the age of 21, up at the Lego building in Monteagle.
I know. I read that today.
Her second one. She is 21 years old.
Right.
I mean, that's the American dream. Good for her.
Right. Yeah.
But it's going gangbusters, really. So good for her. Anyway, all right. Well, you guys have a wonderful day. Try not to be blown away because I can hear it from here in this building.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it is windy.
It will calm that wind down some.
Yeah. All right, you guys, have a fabulous day.
He had a baby yesterday and a baby before, so we got more. We got about 12 babies now.
They're just popping out. That bully has done his job.
I reckon.
Don't get rid of him. He has done great. Congratulations. We don't care if he's mean. He pops out. Well, he doesn't pop out babies, but he makes sure that it happens.
Right. Yeah, they're good ones.
Well, congratulations. You have any more ready to go?
Well, when he gets a little bit further along, yeah, we got some we can take off probably.
Oh man. Well, congratulations.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, honey. Have a great day.
You too. Be safe.
All right. See you. Bye. Morning.
Morning, guys.
Hello, Shirley. What are you doing?
Oh, well, getting around and start cleaning on the house, and then probably before it starts raining, go haul garbage off.
Hey, what time's it supposed to rain?
Supposed to start this evening, I think, sometime.
Okay. All right. All right. I just have to prepare.
Yeah, I'm afraid we're going to have some bad storms the way they're acting. I hope not.
I hope not either. I don't like to drive in it either, so.
No, when it's like that, I stay at home.
Yeah, and unfortunately. All right. Well, we still selling stuff though?
Yeah, I still have that freezer.
Oh my goodness. Someone needs that freezer.
Anybody interested, I still got. They need to come and see it and get it.
You
no,
tell
it
them,
ain't
Clarence.
junk. Believe me, it ain't junk. I keep it covered up where it won't get scratched or nothing, and it's still running.
Okay.
And so I still got that. I still got the prop for the boat, and still got the old pole lamp. We'll see what it's up. Okay. On the bandsaw. I got a bandsaw for sale. It needs a blade on it.
Okay.
And so I got all that, and I still got the 2 griddle things for sale. So I'm just getting rid of a lot of stuff.
Just getting it out. Getting it out.
Yeah, getting it out. Need to move it and get rid of it real quickly.
Yeah, so let's make a deal.
Anybody's interested in this freezer? I know you was talking to me Friday. We got cut off Friday.
We did get cut off Friday. I'm glad so far we haven't got cut off today.
I know. I don't know. It's something what's going on. A lot of our internet went down Friday, and it stayed off 3 hours. I think it's Friday or Saturday. It stayed off 3 hours.
Wow.
So,
Okay. Everything's back on. It's that time of year.
yeah.
It's just that time of year. It's, here we are.
Yeah, but if anybody's interested, you can call me at 931-668-9217 or come and see me at 920 Leesboro Road in McMinnville.
Wonderful. All right. Well, be safe out there.
All right, you do the same.
All right. Say bye.
Bye.
Shirley is a retired bus driver for the Warren County. I think it was Warren County District. We love our bus drivers. Morning.
How you doing, Miss?
Hello, Lily. What are you doing?
I'll be in the doctor today.
Oh, do you? Who's your doctor?
What's about?
Dr. Oh, that's right. We have the same doctor.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you tell her I said hey.
Well, you undertold. I think it was 13th. That's from my appointment to 25th at 1 o'clock. So I know today.
Yeah, I've got to make an appointment myself. It's time for that yearly.
Yeah. And
Okay. Well, what do I need to know today, Lily?
well, I missed to talk to her for a minute this morning. And she took minutes to do and said you ready for work too. And so.
Yeah. All right. Gotcha. Well, we're on the home stretch to Easter.
Yeah.
And the Easter egg hunt's Saturday now in Tracy City. This coming Saturday. It wasn't really rained out. It was cold and yucky out.
Yeah, I was out in it on Saturday, but it went. I think it might rain some that morning, but whatever. But
Well, we were dead on in fog on Saturday. It was cold and it was foggy.
yeah.
And then we got out of our meeting. Meeting lasted forever, and it was wonderful. But it was sunny,
Yeah.
and I didn't have any sunglasses.
Wow.
I know. I forgot them. And who knew it was going to be bright and sunny in the afternoon?
Well, I tell you what. This time I've done our bid on still. I didn't see any left. I did you one.
I like big black ones.
I got me Misty one that little lights on it. And I told you mine, but after I told that, I did you one, but I will see first, though.
Yeah. I think I have my regular at the office. I'm going to go check. But all right, Lily. Well, I hope you have a fabulous day.
Yeah. What kind of color sundresses you want? You want green, blue, red?
I like black.
Well, I don't mind.
Okay, then I want red.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so, okay.
All right. You have a wonderful day.
Don't work too hard today. Now.
Today is there's some work to be done.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. See you. Bye. Morning.
Good morning,
Oh,
Michelle.
Alice, what are you doing?
I'm sitting here on the couch, thought of call you and have you put my daughter on the prayer list.
Oh, Alice.
Yeah, she has a tumor in her jaw.
In her jaw?
Yeah, and they have been working on it. They've cut something out of there to send to see if it's malignant, you know. And
Oh, my goodness.
it's me just tore up. I just got the one girl and 3 boys.
And 2 of your boys have the heart issues, so we're still...
Yeah, they've had heart attacks and they're not doing the best. I don't know.
Alice, you're going to outlive everybody.
Well, I hope not. I go for every one of my kids.
I know, honey. What's your daughter's name, sweetheart?
Gina Baskin.
Oh, Gina.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, it's a worrisome thing on me.
All right, so we don't know if it's anything, though, right? So we're going to pray that it's benign?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's been sent in.
Yeah, they've took it out and sent it in, so now we're waiting to see if it's malignant or not. So,
All right, we're going to pray that it's not.
with God's help, I don't believe it will be.
Amen. Let's pray on that one. And you said, was it like a lump on her jaw?
It was on the inside of it, the way they found it. She went to the dentist. She's got some teeth out.
Right.
And she was going to get a partial plate or whatever you call them.
Right.
And they, in her mouth, they seen something didn't look right. And in the x-ray,
Right.
it was spotty, just a spot. And then they done a biopsy, and it's a tumor.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Thank goodness she went into the doctor. I mean...
Yes, it
Or the
was time
dentist.
for her to go to the dentist.
Yeah, the
and-
dentist. Thank goodness she went to the dentist.
Yeah, and then they sent her on to St. Thomas is Murfreesboro.
There's one in Murfreesboro, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where she went to. Yeah.
Okay.
She, I believe that's the one she went to. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, holy wow. We're going to pray that was just benign.
Oh, Lord, yeah, because I'm about to lose my mind. You know, I lost a brother-in-law. We buried him Friday.
Who is
And
that?
my sister, bless her heart.
Who is your brother-in-law?
William Sanders.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was the sweetest person to everybody.
Oh, that's what I heard.
Yeah, he was such a good man, and was to her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So keep her, Jonah Sanders, in prayer too.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, she's oh, hey, well, I could keep going on, I guess. I'm gonna get off here now.
All right, honey. Well, thanks for the update on that, Alice, and just keep me posted if you don't mind.
I will. When I hear something, I'll let you know.
All right, Alice. Thank you so much, honey, and so good to hear from you.
And you too. I look at you every day. I just don't call in.
I know you do, and I'm glad that you called in.
All right, baby. Bye.
Bye, honey. I'm so sorry. And then I just got a message from Mary that Waleene and Janelle are both home. They're very weak, and we just need to pray for their strength so that they can get their strength back. And, they've been BFFs. What did Mary say? BFFs since, grade school? And it's just, they've just got such a cute friendship. But anyway, let's just pray for their strength. Morning. Morning.
Good morning.
Oh, Leslie, how art thou?
Oh, I'm just wonderfully blessed, buddy.
Amen to that. Amen.
The
What-
Lord woke me up this morning.
How was your Sunday service?
It was good. I mean, it was good.
Good. Any updates or anything that we need to know before we carry on?
Well, they did put Jean in a room out of ICU, but she ain't no better.
She's not any better?
Oh, I fixed to go down here a little bit, and I fixed to pray for her again.
Okay, boy. Gotcha. Any other updates?
No, not that I know of, darling. I don't even know about the revival. I did get to go, but the one or two nights, and I felt bad about that. But some things just come up, and you can't do what you want to do.
It just happens.
It happens.
It just happens. I totally understand that. So, we're on the stretch to Easter. I mean, it's the most glorious time of the year.
Yeah. My favorite two times of year is Christmas and Easter.
Mm-hmm. Right on. And then I like 4th of July, too.
Yeah. But it's compliment America, but doesn't commemorate our Lord and Savior. That's the thing. That's the difference.
True story. Yeah. Well, God and country. God always goes on top.
Oh, yeah, every time. God, family, country.
Mm-hmm. Amen. All right. Well, we're still in John.
Yeah, the 4th chapter, and I'm going to read you a little bit out from the 34th verse to about the 38th, and that's stop Jesus is talking for a while.
Okay.
Jesus is still talking to the woman at the well.
Okay. What was her name again? Do we know?
I'm not sure about her name, but
I don't remember it either.
it was Samaritan. Well, I don't think it ever gave her a name.
Okay. Could be.
Yeah. But he's still talking to her here. His disciples. He's mostly talking to his disciples because his disciples came back to buy food. And he asked him if he's hungry, and he said, I have meat. Well, I'll read to you.
Okay.
They asked him if any man brought him aught to eat. He said, he said to them, my meat is to do the will of him that sent me, and to finish his work. Say not ye, there are yet 4 months, and then cometh harvest. Behold, I say unto you, lift up your eyes, and look on the fields, for they are already to harvest. And he that reapeth receiveth wages, and getteth fruit into life eternal. That both he that soweth and he that reapeth may rejoice together. And herein is that saying is true, one soweth and the other reapeth. I sent you to reap whereon you bestowed no labor. No man laboreth, and you are entered into their labors.
Huh.
So he was really talking about the prophets and stuff, and all the good that they done. See, he's talking about he sent you to reap that wherein you did not bestow no labor. So they didn't put no labor in what they know about the gospel. But they are reaping the reward of those that before them that came in before them, like the prophets, fold, and things like that, preparing the way for the gospel to be preached. He said, other men labored, so they labored, and you are into their labor. So we're joined with them in their labor that they did a long time ago.
You know, that's interesting. You know, they paved the way.
Yeah, they paved the way, and disciples and all them paved the way for us.
Yeah, and we have to do it. You know, we have to continue that. It's just a circle of life.
Yeah, we need to spread the gospel as much as we can.
Mm-hmm.
Share the gospel of Jesus Christ with as many that will listen.
Amen. That's a good message for today. That's a very good message for today.
I think we got a handle on this, but they've been people a long time ago that paved the way for us, and we need to recognize them as laborers that come for us that prepared that way. Like Jesus, he come in and he labored, and he prepared a way for grace to appear in our lives. See, they had the law, but we got grace because of Jesus Christ, what he done on the cross.
Right.
we got a new covenant with God. Abraham had a covenant with God, and Noah had a covenant with God, but Abraham had a covenant of circumcision. And that went on up till Jesus, when he came and he died. He gives the covenant of grace and salvation. So we're really doubly blessed. We're reaping things from the old prophets and all these others that labored in the gospel and that suffered and died because of what God's will was in their life. See, Jesus suffered for our sins, and we're going to have to suffer a little bit in this life.
I've done a lot of that already, Leslie. I don't want any more.
Oh, yes, we're going to suffer till moves his hand on this nation, gets rid of these hypocrites, these liars, these thieves out of Washington and other states that are causing so much chaos.
Right.
And God is going to move them. Take my word for it.
Well, for me, I'm definitely looking forward to the Republican National Convention and see what my brothers from other states are like.
Yeah, but with elections, not going to settle it.
No.
Turning to God.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you.
2 Chronicles 7:14.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
But which is the church would humble themselves and pray and seek my face, turn from the wicked ways. Then will I hear from heaven and forgive their sin, heal their land. God is waiting on the church to humble themselves and get away from the sin they're committing.
Right on. All right, buddy. I've got Grady Ward in the house, so I'm going to zippity-doo-dah. That is a great message for today.
All right, y'all have a wonderful day. Be safe.
All right, honey. See you. Bye. Morning.
Good morning.
Well, Charlie. Hey, Joyce.
Hey, hon.
What are y'all into?
We're just sitting here watching you on TV.
As it should be.
Hello.
As it should be. Mwah. Anything I need to know today?
Not that I know of.
All right. Well, it's always great to hear from y'all.
Good to hear from you too, hon.
All right. You have a wonderful day.
You too, hon.
Bye. Morning.
Good morning, Miss Iva.
Oh, Mr. Dwight. How are you and Miss Linda doing?
Breakfast.
Wonderful. All right. Well, I've got you down, sir. Anything I need to know?
Oh, everything's going pretty good right now. Thank you.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. We're on the home stretch to Easter.
Yes, ma'am. You have a good day.
All right, Mr. Dwight. See you. Bye. Morning.
Morning.
Hey, Granny, what are you doing?
I got a bar of candy in my mouth.
Good for you. What kind of candy?
It's that peppermint candy.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, but anyway, no, I just gonna holler hey at you, and I still got all those records and that bunch of stuff for sale.
Mm-hmm. And she's in Hubbard's Cove. Is it windy down there?
It's not blowing all that hard. I think it blew a little bit last night.
Okay.
Let me cut my TV down. But anyway, I think tonight is when we're really supposed to get it.
Tonight? Do you know what time? I'm gonna look, but
I don't know. But anyway, it's I don't know what I was even watching. Yeah, I was watching that mess last night.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Dylan was arguing that he was looking for Dr. Phil.
Okay, he was.
Pokemon. We was watching that last night. He said, "What's watch, Granny? He'll be the one next running for president." I said, "I don't know who's going to do it, but anyway, I'm not going to hold up the line."
Okay, Granny.
He said, "I'm ready on Thursday. I have got to ride all the way to Lebanon to the dentist."
No, is this Thursday?
Huh?
Thursday, you're going up there?
Yeah, I got to go back because I had oral surgery done on my right jaw.
That's right.
Yeah, and then this mouthwash that I have to do.
Right.
On that side, it just numbs it. I'm gonna get on you. Let somebody else get on. You got my number, right?
I got it. Thank you, Granny. You have a wonderful day, honey. Bye. You're going to call 635-2967. Miss Elledge is in Hubbard's Cove, beautiful Hubbard's Cove. So you drop down, go past Skymont, drop down on 108. You're going to go past the convenience center, and she's on the right-hand side in that Elledge compound. So, but call first, 635-2967. She's got a little bit of everything, but those albums, I'm telling you. Morning.
Good morning, sunshine. Register me.
Yes, ma'am. Anything good going on in your world?
Well, we had a good service at church and last night, and they was shouting and praising the Lord, and such a blessing.
Woo! Did you feel it in your bones?
Yes, ma'am, and it's helped me this morning too. This front coming through, when you got arthritis, it really affects you when the weather changes, and my old back and knees are killing me.
Yeah, my knees have started as well. I've been welcomed into old age.
Oh, bless you.
I know. I'm just not happy with this at all.
Well, the doctor told me. They sent me to a specialist, and I had to have all them x-rays, my knees and my hip joint.
Right.
I thought I was about to have both knee replacement and a hip, but he told me everything that due to my knees and hips is because of my back.
Oh, it got out of whack a little bit there?
Well, I've had back surgery, I've had herniated disc and I got a plate and 4 screws in my neck, and yeah.
Okay. What can help that? Yeah, you're just held together with screws and duct tape.
Yeah, I don't see no duct tape, but I don't know what all's in there.
So what did they say that can help it? I mean, what did they say? Or you just have to live with it?
Besides anything, he knows I've had the back surgery and put me on arthritis medicine, of course.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, we're just getting old, Barbara.
Yeah, and some mornings I get up, I have to ask the Lord to help me before I can even get up and walk, because my legs and hips don't want to work.
And then you do. Grandma Nell's the same way. I don't know how she did it.
I don't know, but
you just do it though.
Yeah, with the Lord's help, we'll get through.
Amen. Well, Barbara, I'm so glad to hear from you, and happy Monday.
And happy Monday to you too, dear.
Bye, sweetheart. All right, we got a quick break. Thank our sponsors. We'll be right back. Thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain.
See the USA in your Chevrolet.
See the USA in your Chevrolet. Russell Barnett Chevrolet sales staff is asking you to call. Whether traveling light or with a load that's heavy, life is complete with performance from a Silverado or Corvette by Chevy. South, north, near or far, Russell Barnett can finance your car. Drive your Chevrolet through the USA. Russell Barnett is the best dealership of all. Traveling east, traveling west. Wherever you go, Barnett Chevy service is best. So make a date today to see Barnett Chevrolet, Winchester, Tennessee. Life is completer in a Chevy.
America is asking you to call.
We all know that hydration is so important. Nutrition is so important. Oxygen, it's the most important. But how can you get it? It's all about the innovation. And Boost Oxygen innovation makes pure oxygen available and affordable to anyone, anywhere. And it's not just for sports. There are so many other uses for pure oxygen, from altitude, feeling winded, mental clarity, or just feeling better. Every cell in your body needs oxygen. Your muscles, your brain, your liver, they all use a lot of oxygen. Boost Oxygen. I love this product, and so will you. Boost it.
Boost Oxygen is available at Mike's Pharmacy in Tracy City, 592-9190.
Piggly Wiggly, a supermarket chain since 1916, operates more than 600 locally owned stores, including the Monteagle location that now stocks the largest selection of fine wine, domestic and import beer in the area. Piggly Wiggly's farm fresh fruit is a sweet deal at everyday low prices. Piggly Wiggly stocks carefully selected, always fresh vegetables from the common to the unusual. All of the organic products we sell meet strict USDA guidelines. The Pig has a large meat department that to this date custom cuts and wraps its pork, chicken, and certified Angus beef to your request. Certified Angus beef brand is a cut above USDA Prime Choice and Select. With a large dairy selection of fresh milk and cheese products and your favorite drink products, you will never go home thirsty from the Pig. Visit the Piggly Wiggly Deli and put in your order for an outstanding selection of cheeses, salads, and deli meat products from Boar's Head brand and more. Be sure to check out our weekly special circular for great deals. That's the Piggly Wiggly of Monteagle, Tennessee.
Streets Auto Parts is the place to go for all your automotive needs. Located in Tracy City, the Street family has proudly served generations of satisfied customers. Big enough to have what you need, small enough to know your name. Streets Auto Parts, a Part City store. Independently owned and locally staffed, the Caverns attracts visitors from all over the country. Bring your guests down for a cave tour, a cave concert, or a magical night under the stars at the Caverns Outdoor Amphitheater. Camping is an option too. Learn more at www.thecaverns.com, where the destination becomes a journey. And once again, I can't tell you how wonderful the Caverns experience is. I mean, they really, it's like the Chick-fil-A of concerts. I mean, it really is. They hire the nicest people, and it's just a wonderful flow. There's no jostling, and they keep on doing better things. Just what an asset. If there's a show down there, I'm telling you, go see it. It's worth it. It's worth every penny. We're looking at Grady and Ward and I were looking at weather. We were talking about weather, and this wind it's just big wind. The rain's supposed to happen like 3 in the morning, 3 a.m. and it's going to go all day tomorrow. Rain all day tomorrow. And then tomorrow night it'll be fine again. So I love it. All right, everybody's old bones will hurt this next day. All right, here we go. And I've got 2 lines open, so give me a holler. Morning.
Morning.
What are you doing?
Watching you.
As it should be. Who's this?
You know who this is.
Is this Bethel?
No, this is Sue.
Sue! You are on a different phone or something.
Oh.
How are you, honey? Happy Monday.
Happy Monday to you.
How's our boy doing?
He's still sleeping, so I just let him sleep.
Let him sleep. Is he getting all of his strength back?
Oh, yeah, he still new.
How about you? Are you held together? Are you good?
Yeah, I try to stay busy, keep my mind off things.
Right on. Right on. Well, anything I need to know?
Not that I know of.
Okay, we're all looking forward to Easter.
Yeah.
That's going to be a wonderful time with a little Easter bonnet on. Do you ever wear Easter bonnets?
I did one time.
Mm-hmm. I know. It's just the happy thing. Well, I hope that you and Charlie have a wonderful day. Happy Monday.
The play will be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights.
What is?
The Easter play at the church.
It's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. All right. And what time does it start?
7 o'clock.
7 p.m. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at Living Water in Tracy. That's wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing that.
You're welcome.
All right, honey. I'll talk to you soon. Good Lord willing.
Have a good day.
You too, honey. See you. Bye. Friday, 7 p.m. Easter play. Easter play. All right. There we go. Morning.
Good morning, Ava.
Hey, Christine. What's up?
I'm up. I'm not at it yet, but I'm up.
I feel you on that one. Mondays are sometimes really tough for me. I don't know about you, but and you know, I don't know. Mondays are always tough for me.
Well, I had a good day at church. 2 beautiful services.
Wonderful.
And the Lord's good.
Well, we're on the home stretch to Easter. This is the best. Well, this is a hard week, but it's the best week.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, so you had some good church services.
Yeah.
Wonderful to hear that.
Register me and everybody have a good day.
I got you, girl. See you, bye. All righty, that's my last phone call. I've got 6 minutes. All right, so I still am fascinated by this story about the Texas red heifers and the reason why the October 7th attack on Israel. And I'm fascinated by that. So that dome, do you know what that dome, that gold dome in Jerusalem is? Do you know, Grady Ward? That gold dome, and it's one of the Islamic holy sites in Jerusalem. Are you familiar with that?
I see a little bit of it on the news.
What does that mean? I mean, it's...
Well, the general, I guess the general population of those people are commonly called Christians.
Okay.
Are looking at this, all this that's going on over there, has been for a while in Israel.
Well, come in here and talk to me about it, because I'm trying to understand it.
Well, they think it has something to do.
Grab one of your chair.
With the second coming of Christ.
Okay, because I'm trying to this is like a news thing that has not. You're going to move up because I want people to know it. What does it mean that? So in Jerusalem, and the Texas red heifers.
Yeah, I think it has something to do with the Mosaic law given to Israel way back when they came out of Egypt, and that's still been carried over because they think they're going to, and they may do it, rebuild the Jewish temple, and which means that they will be able to go back on that location and do or promote whatever the old Mosaic law that was given to Israel back years before.
Okay.
And there's a lot of the Christian people, if I use that term, are expecting that there's going to be a rebuilding of the temple. Jesus is going to come back there in Palestine, and this whole thing will be a restoration. And of course, we read about Jesus going to come another time, but I'm of the conviction that what's going on and them thinking Jesus is going to come back and rebuild the temple and people are going to flock over there and that, I just don't think that's taught in the scriptures. I think those passages are mistaken because reading about them talks about Jesus returning, but there's no reference to him coming back and rebuilding the temple and going back to the old Mosaics.
There's nothing in the Bible that says that.
No, ma'am. I have no knowledge of it.
Okay, I think you probably would. So the news story that I saw was there is a woman there that is planning this,
Okay.
and this burnt offering facing the temple, the potential third temple site,
Yeah.
right?
I think, yeah.
And it's the gold dome church for the Islamic church.
Yeah, and see, there's the conflict.
Yeah.
Islam and Judaism is in conflict, of course, and it's to me. I've been up 3 or 4 times already, but to me, the key to the whole thing is that we have a misconception. Many of us have a misconception of Christ coming back to the earth.
Okay.
And setting up the temple again, and that's why they're getting the red heifers. You've heard
the
that?
Perfect, yeah, from Texas.
Yeah, they're getting ready to
3 of them.
Yeah, they want to have something to sacrifice in this temple that they're supposedly going to rebuild, but
it's on the side of the Islamic holy site.
Oh, sure. I'm sorry. Obviously, that's exactly right, and that's where you get.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd be a little upset about that. And they're saying that that's the reason for the October 7th attack on Israel was that the red heifers had come in.
Yeah.
Which signifies
what they were going to do, what they thought they were going to do.
Like to move. How can you move an Islamic temple?
You can't do it. And I don't know what I'm supposed to say right now.
I don't know. We're just talking about it.
I think the situation is that there's a destruction. One bunch is trying to destroy the other bunch because they're not going to be able to have them both running side by side.
Wow.
And it's a sad situation, but it's surprising really how many, quote, Christians in our country today,
right,
and almost worldwide, expecting that there's going to be a restoration of all this. When
and it's not in the Bible.
It's a mistake. When he comes, and when the Bible teaches Jesus is going to come back one of these days, and that's going to be what we used to call the end of time.
Mm-hmm.
But to my understanding of it, there's no indication he's going to set his foot back on the land. When he appears, all the people are going to be raised from the dead. Their spirits will come back, and there will be the great judgment day. He divides one side, this the other side, and finally, there's no rebuilding of the city of Jerusalem, no rebuilding of the temple, but there will be a judgment day, and Jesus will separate them on that side and them on that side, and the way I understand it, it is decided by whether or not we have believed on Christ and followed his repent and be baptized and serve him, and then those people will be taken back up with Christ. There's no indication, as far as I can see, of him coming back and sitting down.
Sitting down. So we're not going to see him walking among us.
Don't think so. I think that the scriptures and the writings of the New Testament indicate that when he comes in the air, those who are saved will be caught up to meet him and will go to everlasting hope, promised everlasting, wonderful, unimaginable, what it'll be like for those of us who have believed on him, and they'll be caught up to meet him in the air, and then all this physical thing will be poof. That's a lot of it. There's lots of things that can be said through that.
But that ultimately that's that.
That's the way I understand it.
Huh. Well, thank you. I mean, when I heard the news and when I read it, it made sense to me because of, when you read the Bible, it is a big history document, right? Yeah. And so what they said that happened with the 3 heifers would trigger some believers, Islamic people.
Well, I had not heard that, but I can see how
it would trigger them.
think that, yeah.
You know, if it's a signal.
Yeah, yeah. Well, what they'll be doing, see, under the Mosaic system years ago,
right?
They killed these heifers,
perfect ones.
Yes, and then there were sheep were sacrificed and all kinds of things like that. So,
yeah.
And in fact, it goes all the way back to Abraham being told, "You take your son up there and put him on that altar." And of course, God stopped him before he proved that he would do what God told him to do. And so that's carried on down through all the different periods of time and subjects and so forth. So it's
just the Holy War. It's just we're back to the Holy War.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, it's just
exactly
that's what it is. We're just playing fields.
Yeah, and so several years back, the Roman armies came through and utterly destroyed Jerusalem. And I think, I'm not an authority now, but it's my understanding that was the fulfillment of what Christ said was going to happen. While he was on the earth, he was teaching these people, and especially trying to get to the high-ups in the Mosaic system, which had actually been eliminated. I think it may be the best thing that I could suggest would go to one of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
Okay.
Just pick out one, study it, and see what it claims. The claims is put out about this being, the Christ, comes, and that was fulfilled. He walked on this earth, did like it, and then you hear him, Jesus, before he go back to the Father. He promised that he would come back again, but he never promised he'd go back and set up a kingdom on this earth. He'd come back, and the resurrection of the dead, those that have followed Christ, believed and trusted in him, they're caught up in the air to meet him. I believe the text actually speaks of that. And it doesn't say he's going to come back and set up another kingdom again. That's just that'd be a rerun, see, of what was all done in the past.
Oh, sorry. It's your shows next, sir.
Well,
our shows are colliding today.
Yeah, I don't even know where I am.
All right. I'm going to head out. I'm going to clean up my desk here for Grady Ward. Stay tuned. Go back, take a break, whatever you need to do, and then come on back and listen to the words of wisdom from our own Grady Ward Partin. As always, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain.